Hello, this is the 11th lecture of non-fictional prose. We are left with 4 lectures. This is one of them, including this one. In the next 3 lectures, we are going just to study very simple materials, very simple things. We are going just to be introduced to some new vocabularies with 1 or 2 new strategies, because I feel that you had enough for this course, and if you really study all what we have been doing, you will be inshallah improving in reading, and you will become a better reader than before. So you will find the lectures very easy, very simple, very short, just to encourage you, to help you with studying. I know these days you are preparing for the exams, and I don't want to push more information into your head. I'm just trying to make you relax and feel happy with this course. We'll continue Unit 5, Part 2, page 113. So let's go to that page. Leapfrogging the technology gap. As always, when we start reading something, we stop at the title. If we understand the title well, then we are in a good start, in a good position to start reading. Leapfrogging. We have here the ing. Let's delete the ing, and we have the word leapfrog. Well, we have the word frog. You know, frog, the animal. If you don't know the animal, you can see it here. This is a frog, and the word is originally associated with frogs. So, what does it mean from the picture? To leapfrog is to jump over something. If you jump over something, jump from one place to another, this is leapfrogging. So we understand now the title, that leapfrogging is jumping from one place to another. We have the word technology. We know the word technology. And we have the word gap. You know the meaning of gap? Well, it is a space between two things. This is a gap. For example, between me and the camera, there is a gap. There is a space between me and the camera. So if you jump over the technology gap, let's imagine that we have a very poor country, and for example, let's say a very poor country like let's say like give me an example of a poor country. Let's say Sudan, for example. And if we want to compare Sudan with Japan, well, there is a big difference between Sudan and Japan. Sudan, let's say that it's behind the line of technology, and Japan is far away after the line of technology. So there is a gap between Sudan and Japan in terms of technology. If Sudan is improving and wants to be a very advanced technological country, well, they need to leapfrog the technology gap. They need to jump over the technology gap until they become a very advanced country. This is the meaning of leapfrogging the technology gap, and this is the general idea of the passage. It's about countries that try to leapfrog the technology gap to become a very advanced country. So let's start with the first strategy here, identifying the pattern of organization in a reading. Well, in every reading there is a certain pattern or a certain structure of the reading. We have here 2 patterns. Pattern 1, from general to specific. pattern 2, from specific to general. If we start generally speaking about technology, the importance of technology, the drawbacks of not having technology, solutions for advancement of technology, well, this is starting from general to specific. And then you give examples of countries that are advanced in technology. You give examples of technology itself. Well, this is starting from general to specific. But if you start with examples, for example, you talk about internet, you talk about mobile technology, you talk about computers, and then you talk about countries that develop these technologies, and then you give the importance of technology in our life, and then you give some solutions for countries that want to be advanced in technology. Well, then this is starting from specific to general. I want you to read the passage and then identify in ملتقى الحوار, try to answer the question whether this is our passage on page 117 and 118. Is it pattern A, or is it pattern is it pattern 1, or is it pattern 2? Is the passage starting from specific to general, or the opposite, from general to specific? It's very easy. If you read the passage, you will be able to answer this question. We have here some of the words mentioned in the passage. They are compound words, so let's do them. We have number 1, school children are seeing their country's most famous landmarks for the first time. A landmark is a place that is very popular in a country where many tourists go for sightseeing. For example, we have in Saudi Arabia a lot of landmarks. We have, for example, Madain Saleh, we have Al-Junadriya, we have Mecca. These are all landmarks of Saudi Arabia. So is it A or B or C? Yes, it is A. It's a monument, building, or other object that serves as a typical marker on the land. Number 2, the village economy is taking off, fueled by the scale of its handmade silk scarves on the global market. We have the word handmade. If we separate the two words, hand and made, so it's something that is made by our hands. So it is A, kept close at hand, no. Made with a pattern of handprints, no. Made by hand, not by a machine. Yes, this is the correct answer. It is C. Each motorcycle has a transmitter that allows it to upload and download email and data. I think you are very familiar with the word upload and download, so we don't want to spend a lot of time. It is moving information up from vehicle to computer or server, and to move information back down. So the answer is B. Number 3 is B. We have farm economies made room for craftsmen and artisans who gave way to industrial production. Craftsmen. If you craft something, it means you are doing something by your hand. So craftsmen means men who do crafting. So is it people who are sneaky and crafty? No. People who make crafts with their hands. So it's B. Widespread, we already met this word, and I think you know the answer. Widespread means extending all over the globe. The answer is A. Do we have more? Yes. We have here have the word marketplace. The internet kiosks, booth or stands that access a global marketplace can also be used to access political information or organize grassroots campaigns in emerging democracies. Marketplace is a place where ideas as well as goods are bought and sold, so the answer is C. The internet kiosks, we have the word grassroots campaigns. So is it based or rooted in the needs of ordinary people, or natural and friendly to the environment, occurring in areas that are full of grass-like fields? No, grassroots campaigns means rooted in, based in, or based on, so it is A. The last one, we have the word telecenter, very easy from the word tel, which is telephone, and center, or telecommunications center. So it is a center for communicating. So it's meeting places for community activities. No, it is C, locations for long distance communication by computer, telephone, telegraph, television, all of these communications media. So these are some of the important words in the passage. Now you have the passage here, leapfrogging the technology gap. It consists of 2 pages. If you read it, you will see then the pattern, whether it is from general to specific or from specific to general. Well, the last one here, exercise 6, analyzing compound adjectives with hyphens. Number 1 is done for us, which is internet-enabled motorcycles, cycles that has internet or can access the internet. We have number 2, surface-based economy. It means economy that is based on surface. We have number 3, large-scale factory production. So it means factory that are very, very big. Large scale means factories that produce a lot of things. They have a lot of things to produce. If you know the word scale, you know the word scale. So it's a large scale factory production. Factory that produce many, many things or different things. Number 4, a knowledge-based economy. So it is an economy that is based on information, knowledge, technology. Number 5, the best case scenario. You know the word scenario. Let's imagine that you have a problem, or let's imagine that you have a test and you did not study very well for the test. So you start thinking, what's going to happen? What's the scenario that is going to happen? So you start to imagine that you are going to the test and then you are going not to answer any question. You are going to submit the paper blank without writing anything. This is a scenario. Another scenario, you would say, no, maybe the question will be very easy and I'm going to answer some of the questions. Probably I'll get a D or C. So these are called scenarios. So the best case scenario is you're trying to see your best options that's going to happen. In the example that I just mentioned about the test, so the best case scenario in that situation would be what? That you are going to fail or you are going to get a D. So getting a D is the best case scenario. Sometimes you are not optimistic when you talk about this, especially used with problems. When you talk about problems, you'd say, well, the best case scenario in this situation will be blah blah blah. Number 6, we have the word well-educated, tech-savvy, English-speaking programmers. Well-educated programmers means a person who has been taught very well. He has a very good education and became a programmer. Tech-savvy programmers means a programmer who knows very well the technology. He's very specialist in technology. So well-educated, tech-savvy, English-speaking programmer is a person who knows technology, and he has been taught very well and educated very well in programming, and knows how to speak English or speaks English very well. The last one here, internet-linked telecenters. We knew the meaning of telecenters. Internet links, it means they are all linked by the internet. This telecenter is linked to the other one by internet, not by wires or anything. They are all linked by the internet. Well, this is it for this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Very simple, very concise, and I wish you all the best, and see you next class inshallah.